Folks, we are coming back with elimination bracket quarterfinal action. It is Abs against Redeemer Z, Ryu versus Mario, no surprises there. And final destination will be the first destination for this best of 3 clip. And Abs, as expected, a little bit more cautious since his loss in the semifinals to Law, who we will be seeing, in the winner's final against Blazing Pasta. An interesting matchup for sure. But Redeemer Z looking to put an end to Abs' tournament hopes. Redeemer Z, of course, coming off a win against Dark Matter. So really the top 2 seeds of the tournament, 2 of the top 3, are out. And Blazing Pasta, the #1 in this tournament, still alive. The 4th ranked in Philly PR. A lot of our best are hanging out in Virginia for this weekend. Best of luck to them. Represent 215 down at SSC. Those back airs being thrown out by Redeemer Z, giving himself a little bit of space. I like it. And again, I mean, both characters definitely do well on Final Destination, but one would have to think advantage Ryu just because of the damage output of which he is capable. Again, that combo game of Mario's cannot be understated. Oh my goodness! That's a forward smash to not be underestimated, and it's Abs sitting at 110. He's not going to go down easily. He definitely has options in the air and takes full advantage of them. Redeemer Z gets back on. Again, looking for that back air. Good air dodge by Abs. Again, I mean, so many options at distance for Redeemer Z against Ryu. He will have to close that gap. I would think maybe utilizing them a bit more than he is, but again, he's not doing too bad with his approaches, just throwing out the back airs, doing whatever he can in the air. The recovery is not there for Abs, and it will be Redeemer Z taking the first stock. So just like that, and there we go, throwing out the flood, doing a little bit more, but that input Shoryu, you know Abs was waiting for that. It's a 1-stock game. Again, just having trouble hitting Redeemer Z. So smart with his shielding, keeping himself at distance where he needs. Where he needs to get it, Again, just looking for whatever damage he can possibly get. Pile it onto Redeemer Z. Luckily, Ryu deals a lot of damage very, very quickly. I didn't see what happened. Okay, no, just all sorts of shenanigans happening at the laboratory. See, this is why you need to come down. 3 South Third Road, Hatboro, Pennsylvania. It's a party here, and it happens every Friday. So yeah, definitely get yourself out here. We certainly thank you for joining us on stream for this high-quality action. Now, 1 stock apiece. The input Shoryu will kill off the top at 84%. Great stuff from Abs. I was questioning whether or not it would kill off the top at that percentage, but that's what I get for questioning the strength of the World Warrior champion, Ryu. Coming out from Street Fighter to... He came to Smash just to kick people's ass. That is something to be admired. And now, wait a second. Redeemer Z could be going to that familiar Rob of his. And I kind of like this counter pick. I don't know. It's all right. See if he can outrange him. See if he can maybe make himself a little harder to counter. The combo potential was certainly there for Redeemer Z. I wouldn't say he was doing all that bad as Mario, quite frankly, but ultimately it was Abs. A little bit more kill power, so Redeemer Z thinking, maybe I need to be a little bit heavier. Maybe nullify that input Shoryu, or at least have to get myself at a little bit of a higher percentage. Certainly can't blame him for that. Abs picking up the gyro. And he doesn't want it. He tosses it right back at Redeemer Z. Using his lasers. Redeemer Z trying to use those nairs, keep him at keep Abs at distance, trying to charge up that gyro, but Abs is letting him do no such thing. Good down throw. He's looking for that up air to kill off the top. It's not going to do it at 78%. Maybe he wanted to save that. I'm not sure. We have seen people play with Rob very, very well. BDB among them. A few Rob mains hanging out here at the laboratory now that I think about it. Not a Rob main, excuse me, but you know. Of course we know BDB playing that Rosalina and Luma, as he likes to do. Definitely a combination that has taken him to the top 5 of the Philly PR. As Abs, the number 8, looking to prove that his number 8 in Philly PR is not a fluke. And joining me back on the mic, you know him, you love him, it's the Scooch. How you doing, man?
How you doing, man? It's good to be back on the mic.
Right on. So what we're seeing right now is Redeemer Z trying to get himself back into the set. He's down 1-0, but he is up a stock. And I do like the pick of Rob, making himself a little bit heavier to counter, maybe make himself a little bit less susceptible to that input Shoryu that Abs is so known for.
Yeah, I mean, if you're counterpicking solely to live longer in the true Shoryu, heavy character is definitely the way to go. But I don't know enough about Rob to know how he works in matchup. He is zoning him out pretty well with these fairs and this gyro. Abs hasn't really been able to get in for like the last 20 seconds. And
I think
is there like a skip being made?
I think Bonk is shooting a promo. Like, I don't know what's happening, but oh my gosh, we'll see that on the next edition of Monday Night Raw, I'm sure. But regardless of that, Redeemer Z just lost his first stock. But again, the down throw into up
and that's
air.
Gonna kill.
That is one of many well-known killing moves that Rob has. Down throw into up air.
Is that
and
called
Redeemer Z,
the beep boop, I think?
I believe it is the beep boop. You're absolutely right. But Redeemer Z using that to full effect. No glitching out for him. He tied this thing up at 1-all. So obviously it worked out for him. And Abs.
Yeah, the counter pick going his way, and now we just get the Abs looking a little defeated in the player cam there. I wonder what he's thinking.
I mean, he has found himself down before, and in fact, he found himself down 1-0 to Law. He wound up losing the set, but he wound up coming back. He wound up coming back and winning the second game. Excuse me, it took me a while to collect my thoughts, but frankly lost the set with to Law 2-1 to find himself in loser's bracket in the first place. So yeah, had that same sort of contemplative look on his face as he was only really able to get 38% damage on Law, which is one of the reasons why Law's sitting in the winner's final against Blazing Pasta. But the question is, how do you counter this if you're Abs? You're going up against a heavier character. It's a little harder to deal with. What happens from here?
Right now, he's hovering over Cloud. Oh, he's gonna go back to Ryu. I think when Rob was at such a high percent, I think he was fishing too much for the True Shoryus, and he was telegraphing what he was going for. I think he's got to worry more about just getting in there and pressuring him rather than doing exactly what Redeemer Z thinks he's going to be looking for.
Well, he's choosing to go to Smashville for Game 3. His tournament hopes are on the line, as are Redeemer Z's.
Ooh, is that gonna...
Oh, good stuff! No, he does have the recovery, though.
I thought he might try and follow it up with another one.
Yeah, he was looking for that Gimp at 42%. That would have been huge for Abs.
Definitely a momentum swing if he had pulled it off.
Redeemer Z doing well to space out, mix up his timing on his recovery.
That's a scary
doing well to
situation
remain
right there.
low as well.
I hate when I have Rob hovering over me and the gyro behind me. It's like, which way do I go?
Yeah, no, it's never the easiest thing in the world. Trying to kill off the top at 99% is not going to do it quite yet. But Abs, good use of the neutral B.
Good setup. Just get him to go where he wanted him.
And using the gyro as well. Did Rob just footstool on?
I'm not
That
sure.
is weird. I mean, first of all, no feet. Secondly, that's really my main complaint. Rob doesn't have feet.
I'm confused, Sakurai. I need answers.
Base stool? I don't know. That sounded lame. I should just shut up and get back to the action. As Ryu again using that down air to his full
tries
advantage.
to go for a nice read. It looks like he has Abs kind of cornered on ledge there. Oh, he's going to snipe with the gyro. That was
Good
nice.
stuff with the gyro, and Redeemer Z looking to redeem himself from that 1-0 set deficit.
Now he
could be pulling it back here.
Open a nice back air is going to even up the stocks. I think he saw that Abs has been neutral get-upping and going into a focus or True Shoryu, and he's leaving that gyro there and telling him he's got to do something else. And so far, it's been working to wall him out, making him work for these recovery situations.
Redeemer Z definitely making it work. You see Abs being a little bit more careful with his approaches, making him hesitate just a little bit, giving Redeemer Z the time that he needs to get those setups.
Up tilts.
Oh my gosh, he just had no answer for that until that shield.
Those up tilts are scary.
And just like that, Redeemer Z finds himself.
More up tilts. We're going to see a True
gosh.
Shoryu. Nope, we're going to see a
spike.
spike.
The spike!
That's going to end
My
that.
goodness, Abs spiking his way into the next round. He'll find himself in the elimination bracket semifinals, and Redeemer Z making a good go of it, but just had absolutely no answer to the offense of Abs. I mean, and really, you saw it. Once Abs started charging in, sticking to his guns, and focusing on what he knew best, that's when he started